for Libra. Hi Libra, how are you doing? Oh, there's the cat. Right, the cat's decided to sit on the tarot cards. This is the weirdest cat at all. This is a little stray that came to the house when I actually moved in, and she's called George. We've called her George in memory of George Michael, I think. But she loves tarot. So sorry about that, Libra. Right, Libra, what was I saying? Okay, right, these are the first readings of this new year. I didn't get January's done because I was too busy, but I'm back and here are the February readings. First of all, I'm going to go with what I was picking up psychically when I tuned into you, okay? And what I'm getting is there's a real sense of awareness coming in for you, okay? There's contemplation and completion. That was what was coming through. And I feel like you have been... There's sort of like an awakening, an awareness coming for you, Libra. This is what I feel. And I feel like you are sort of maybe sitting, you know, like the thinker. They're sort of showing me that sculpture there. I want to say to you, try not to get too much in your monkey mind, okay? Try not to overanalyze situations, but analyze this and analyze yourself as well. And I feel that there's like an opening coming for you, okay? Like I've been talking a lot about this portal that is opening at the moment. And I feel that this is very, very significant for you because it's like the penny is finally dropping, if that makes sense. Something that was tangled in your head is now starting to make sense, okay? You're starting to gain clarity. Things are fitting together here, you know, and I feel that there's a vulnerability around you, you know, because the more aware we get of our surroundings as well. You know, it's a case of maybe looking at things from the past, things that you want in your future as well, you know, really being... Consciousness is both a blessing and a curse, okay? Once your eyes are open, then you cannot unsee, but it opens you up to so many beautiful things that you've never seen before as well. So this is what I feel is happening with you. And you may, sometimes the more aware we become, the more we change and the more we don't seem to fit into old familiar surroundings. So this is what I feel is coming in with you as well. There's a lot of questions coming up. There's a lot of questions being answered, but there's also, for every answer, a new question is coming up. And I really feel this is about you finding out who you really are, you know, and what it is you really want, you know. It's like you know where you've been, you don't know where you're going, but now I feel is a time of you trying to decide, you know. It's sort of a bit like a pilgrimage, I feel here. So that's what I'm picking up psychically. It's like, yeah, it's like the curtains have been open on something. They're showing me curtains open, but there's sunlight coming through. It's not, you're not looking out into the dark. It's like there's sunlight coming through, and you know, it might be a little bit blinding at times, but it's like follow the light, if that makes sense to you. But when I'm looking at your cards here, Libra, what I'm getting is I do feel that like last year was a struggle for you, okay? I feel mentally, I feel this could have affected you physically as well, you know, and I just feel you came out of last year a bit battered and a bit bruised, okay? I feel like some of your heart's desires you may have put on hold, and you may have thought, you know what, it's too much trouble, it's too much hassle, you know, I'm going to, like I say, stick or stay stuck sort of thing. And this has been quite a lonely time for you as well. And I feel like you have done a lot of soul searching in this time, but you have felt pretty alone on your journey, okay? This often comes in when the more we start to ascend and the more our consciousness comes in, you know, the more we sort of tap into that. We can often feel very alone because we do it at different rates to people that are around us. So this is usually a time when we need to then go out and find people that are on the same vibration as us, people who can inspire and educate us, or people that have been on this journey for quite some while. So this is where I feel you were last year and coming into this year. But when I'm looking here, there is this real need for comfort and security around you, okay? A real need to be able to open your heart and know that that is safe. People that understand, or somebody that understands you, having that connection with somebody where they just get it or they get you. And I feel that is the basis of this month for you. It's like you are trying to bring balance back into your life where it has been out of balance, okay? And I feel this out of balance has maybe come from emotional pain, from heartbreak. This is evident. There seems to be a lot of that sort of lingering still. But now you're trying to balance. It's like you need to take action in some way. And this is about you actually not just sitting contemplating, but about you actually making solid plans for the future, seeing where you want to go, putting your protection on you and knowing that you can get there, So this is it. It's like it's almost like you're sick of being dragged down, it's not that you want to rise up above everybody else, it's you just want to be on a bit of an even keel. And I feel there is it's like there seems to be this long road out ahead of you. And you may not know where it leads, but it's like you're compelled to follow it. So we've got contemplation, compelled, and completion here. So the completion may mean that something has to end. This could be your old way of being, because there is a new one, like wanting to come out, like a new sapling sort of thing, this new little, these shoots, these buds of newness coming in around you as we go into the springtime as well. And this is a time when I feel there could be legal stuff around you, but I also feel that this is a case of you wanting to live authentically. It's been a struggle for you trying to fit in, because that you were born to stand out, so this is what it is. And it's like you want to open your heart has been closed off in some way. This could be for protection, this could be to protect your environment or something in some way, but it's like it's wanting to flow, okay? It's like it's wanting to open. Your heart is busting at the seams for some reason. This could be a person, or this could just be that you feel the need to be able to love truly, to, love yourself and, and be yourself as well. This is what's coming in. There's a real need for freedom here. And this is beautiful what's coming through, because they're saying if you follow this path of truth and open-heartedness, it has positive outcomes. I feel like you have been blinded in some way by illusions. And like I said before, it's like the curtains are open. When the curtains are shut, if you think when you're in your house, you can't see the outside world. But when you draw them curtains back, you can see it. And as I said before, what I seen was this light coming through, so if you follow that, it's like you're wanting to be out in that, you're wanting to see, where's this light shining from? It's almost like you've been held back for so long. And I feel this being held back has actually caused problems within your chakras. So they haven't been flowing. So your chakras might be a little bit rusty, but now it's like they're starting, they've been oiled in some way, and they're starting to sort of move, and this again is compelling you and giving you momentum in order to move forward to this fantastic new beginning. There's a lot of creativity coming in as well, and a lot of ideas, it's like you're thinking big rather than sort of staying small. And this is a fabulous, fabulous thing. I want to say to you here, I feel financially things are going to be okay if they're not already. It's like I'm being shown that there seems to be this nest egg in some way around you. Now, some of you may have had issues around a mother or a mother figure here. Somebody, I want to say more mother hen than nurturing, caring mother, if that makes sense. Somebody, I feel like they could be quite moody if they don't get their own way. This is what I'm getting. It's like the love and the care and the nurture is being offered if you obey their rules, so to speak. But it's almost like you know that by obeying their rules, you are being kept restricted in some way. So I feel like this month there could be a bit of a conflict with a mother or a mother figure, okay? Somebody who's, I want to say, putting their nose into your business, putting demands there that are not realistic, and maybe a little bit of emotional blackmail coming in with that. It's like I say, I don't want to say too much about that. It's almost like this person could turn on the waterworks to get what they want. But there are a lot of changes coming for you, and I feel this could be, connecting with people who share the same vision as you. You could be joining a group, you could be joining a spiritual group, something like that. It's like, being drawn to members of your soul tribe sort of thing, and this is where the changes are coming. It's like I feel last year was a year of study. I feel, I don't know necessarily, this doesn't mean going to university or anything, but I feel there were a lot of lessons learned last year. This is what they're saying. And it's now you feel that you are qualified to make this move or make this shift within your life, okay? It's like you realize that this world is a lot bigger than the world you have been inhabiting. There's God, we can get on a plane now and we can be at the other side of the world within 24 hours, It's not a place, the world, and it has so many delights and amazing treasures, and so some of you may be thinking of traveling, and just going off in its new experiences and its adventures. This is what is coming through with this. It's like you're sick of being downtrodden. It's like it's like when they keep showing me these curtains again. I don't know why they're showing me these. It's like big, thick velvet curtains they're showing me. And when they are shut, yes, it might be nice and cozy and warm inside, but it's dark, it's dark. You need to turn artificial lights on, whereas what this is saying is it's like it's time to let your own light shine and illuminate the way, and to follow the light, which again will illuminate your way. Yeah. So this is it. I feel this is good. It's like, I don't want you to question why anymore, okay? I feel there have been a lot of questions as to why, why has this happened? Why am I like this? Why? Why doesn't matter, just accept it. Some questions don't have answers. And I feel that you've analysed things enough here as well. I feel some of you have been thinking about love and what love means and what a relationship means and what a partnership means as well, And I feel that you have, this is something that makes you feel whole, not something where you have to compromise yourself or your wants and needs in any way as well, So it's kind of like, you don't need something that is not nurturing you and not sort of nourishing you, whereas at one time you may have had that and sort of that might have been a bit of a safety blanket. Now it's like, I feel even that has got tired in some way. So it's like, you're wanting true in every sense of the word. You're wanting true conversation. You're wanting true love. You're wanting to be true to you as well as somebody else being true to you. This is what I feel, and you're prepared to put the work in to get this. There may be a little bit fear around this, but it's like you're not going to let this fear hold you back, because you know that when you actually take this step into authenticity, this is where you have abundance. This is where you can stand tall in yourself. You know that life will be better. It might be very, very different. It might be a lot simpler, but there will be a huge gratitude comes with this, Some things money can't buy, and that is peace of mind, that is experiences, walking out every day with the sun on your face. Every day I walk out of where I'm living at the moment and I'm like, thank you. And that is not in any way, me being facetious or anything like that. It's because I walk out, and the deep feelings of gratitude that hit me every single morning, are like, wow, thank you. Because I remember where I've been, and when I've been in that dark place where the curtains are shut, so now it's like, yeah, this is it, and like I say, money can't buy that. So this is what I feel is coming through with you as well. I also feel there's it's like a little voice in your head that is encouraging you to do this. And it's like, go on, you know that it's real. You know that this is true, so that is it. There's encouragement coming from spirit here. But I also feel when you have this little angel telling you, this little voice, then you have your ego on this side as well, the little devil on your shoulder saying, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You know what can happen, what could happen there. You could be walking into danger. You could be this, you could be that. And it's like, you know what, get that little devil and push it away. That devil is not your friend, okay? Because I feel that could cause problems as well for you. I feel that when I'm when I'm looking at this as well, I feel that there could be different people involved in this. I'm feeling fire and earth, and I feel between the two of them, I don't know if they're connected, but you may be the connection. And I feel fire and earth, and it's almost like fire is wanting to scorch the earth in some way, but earth is constantly regenerating. So it's like, right, okay, I don't care, this is the way it is. It's like there's a security coming with this earth sign that I feel is around you. If it's not an earth sign, I feel it is somebody who is very, very grounded. There's a real nature feeling coming around here. Somebody who enjoys nature, somebody who is, like I say, appreciates these simple things. It's not all sort of bells and whistles or anything like that, and I feel there's like I say, that there seems to be emotions around these. I feel there could be an element of manipulation as well around you. It's like I say, it's sort of you're blossoming in some way, and some people may want to keep you shut. There's an in quote, and what is it? It's coming through there. And when the day came, oh God, I need to look this up. It's something about it was more painful to say stay closed. It might be painful in blossoming, but it was more painful to stay closed, so it's like the time is upon you, I feel, so this is a little bit of a transition for you, I see a little bit, but I want to say to you, follow your heart, you can trust your heart here, because I feel in the past you haven't trusted your heart or something like that, and I feel that has been a problem, but it's like you've learned the lesson. Like I say, you've learned a lot of lessons here, so this is it. What is coming for you is hope, renewal, whatever you've been wishing for, it's there, you just have to go after that star. Again, this is the shining, it's follow the light, it's travel light, it's live light, it's be the light, that is what the Yogi Bhajan says, so this is what I feel you need. It's the beauty in simplicity. This is where you will find your security. This is where you will find your freedom from worry. At the moment, I feel you have been there's been in this pool of regret and pool of like, oh God, look at this mess. What have I done wrong? How could I have done things differently? But, we cannot live in this forever. We need to look at it. Like I say, become aware of it, become aware of your actions, become conscious that everything happens for a reason, and then turn around, cross over this bridge and back into the land of happiness rather than the land of regret here, because when you're in the land of regret, this is keeping you segregated, it's keeping you on the defense as well, and what you need to be doing is actually opening yourself up to new experiences, because there is a complete transformation coming. I really feel it's like you're going to be given a spiritual key to get out of jail, it's your spirituality will unlock that door, if that makes sense, and yes, it may cause a little bit chaos in the long run, but it is going to be worth it. And I feel this is talking about I don't know if this is 6 weeks, the 6 month, or within 6 months, but there's this real you standing in your power, you letting your emotions out, you're being free to do this, and feeling very safe in doing this as well. It's like I say, feeling safe in being childlike as well. There's a real security coming in for you here, and I really like this, because I don't feel you have had this, or it's like you have turned yourself off to this. It's almost like, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and they're 45, and they'd said, but yeah, that's it, it's my life's over. And I was like, what are you talking about? Your life's over? It's just beginning. Look at the knowledge that you had now. When you were 20, you didn't have a fucking clue. Now you're in your 40s, you've been through all that shit, so now you know what it is that you do want. So go after it. You've still got at least another 40 odd year, within your life, so go after it. I also sadly lost a friend last week, in their 50s, who was full of life and stuff like that, but at least their life was full of adventure, and that was the thing that made me smile. I remember the happy memories, and the fact that they lived their life in their way, they were quite a character, so like I say, this is it. There's a lot of energy coming in for you this month, Libra, a lot of freedom, and they're just saying, take that leap of faith, because the gods are there to catch you. There's no more being empty, no more indecision. It's, you've contemplated enough. Now is the time for completion, and and then to circulate, to get out there and see this big wide world. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to some of you. I really like the feeling coming through with that. I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what spirit have to say around this. Spirit card for Libra, please, for February. Yeah, don't get into your monkey mind. This is it. You don't think too much about things, because you can go a little bit too deep, I think. I don't think, I just do. Then I'll regret it later. Right, okay, so this is a beautiful card. I think we've had this out for another sign. And this is a card called Alchemy, and I love this. I mean, look, that's the third eye, but I always think it looks like a sperm in some way. So it's a new idea. It's the birth of something. But within this one face, I feel, can you see there's two faces there as well? So this is, like I say, there's this connection that I feel is there, connecting with people that are like-minded, that are on the same vibration. And what this card says is, your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside of you. Allow all to just be, and just be you. And this is what I said in the reading. This is what you're working towards. Your goal is to be authentic and just be you, and live your life in a way you want to, rather than how you think you should do, or how you're told to, or whatever, So this is a big month, I feel. I mean, we've just had this super moon, and God, it was a powerful one. It was a massively, massively powerful one, But I feel it's a very enlightening one as well. I don't know if any of you seen it. I went outside in the dark, and it looked like I had the lights on. It was that bright, it was, and like I say, your reading says follow the light. So, so I feel the moon may have been important to you. So I hope that makes sense, Libra. Please let me know if it does. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, because I was away for a couple of weeks, I was doing a little bit traveling around Spain. I was up a mountain like 1,500 feet above sea level. It was absolutely awesome. It was unbelievable. Although the drive up was pretty frantic. But yeah, it was fantastic. But because I've been away, I'm extending the special offer that I had on, the discounted offer. So if you would like a personal reading with me, just click the link below in the description. It will take you to my booking schedule. It will let you know when I'm available. That link is available until the 14th of February, okay? So you don't have to have your reading before the 14th of February, but if you book and pay before the 14th, you are guaranteed that discounted price, okay? And I would love to connect with you. So have an absolutely fabulous month, Libra. Sat Nam.